Hi, this is Jeffrey Smith, and we're inside of the Market Recon module inside of SEO Bootcamp, and the tool that we're going to be looking at right now is called Power Suggest Pro. Now, unlike keyword research tools, Power Suggest Pro is actually a keyword discovery tool, and what makes a discovery tool different is it's actually showing you what people are searching for right now. Now, these are things that would usually slip under the radar of traditional keyword research tools, and the reason for that is most keyword research tools are actually showing you results that have normalized over 12 months. And they only show up if they've been used in high frequency. This tool, in fact, will show you keywords and questions that people are actually typing around your subject right now. So specifically, it's really good for local search queries. We're using it as a broad match tool for finding all types of tangential markets and niche markets based on your keyword. And the fact that it actually uses 6 different search engines, such as Google, Amazon, YouTube, eBay, Yahoo, and Bing, you really get an opportunity to find vast cross-sections of intent and data that you simply wouldn't have with one tool. Okay, so to actually use the tool, the first thing you'd want to make sure is that you have the appropriate country that you're going to be searching in for YouTube and Google. Now you have the option of conducting a new search. We have save keyword lists. And we also have support and updates once you've actually purchased the product. But the easiest way to use the tool is to go back and start by entering a search term. We have the option as well. We have search options. We have the suffix. We can use none, A through Z. Now this will become a little more clear after I conduct a search or two. Let's start by using none. So in this instance, I'm going to go for a product-based search. Say that I'm an affiliate and I have a niche product based on grilling tools, and I'm looking for alternative ways to talk about or find keyword ideas and questions about that topic. So I'm going to type in grilling tools and let it run. Okay, so the tools ran for 44 seconds and I already have 250 keywords. If you look here, you can see the word, the number of results, and you can see how many times unique phrases were found by going back and using a recursive search. And so you can see, grilling tools, grilling tool names, really amazing things. If we scroll down here, you can see the wide variety of keywords that have come back through here. Best barbecue tools and grilling accessories. So these are really amazing. Now keep in mind, you have a couple of additional options down here. You can actually check all, uncheck all when it's time to export them. You can actually, as well, you can delete certain keywords that are containing certain things. So if I wanted to delete the keywords with the word cheap, I don't want to see the word cheap, or whatever that phrase is, I can place it in there. And I can also say only keep keywords containing a specific word as well. So that way it allows you to parse the data, to get rid of a lot of the noise and to minimize inaccurate searches by just having more data. If you wanted to actually look at the text mode or export, you'd simply go here. Now you have options such as looking at broad match. You can look at phrase match only to really tighten the phrase up. Barbecue or BBQ is what it's going to use. Based on this, I'm using grilling tools. So I want to say in phrase match, it's really going to stay closer to the subject of what I was looking at. If I want to go exact match, then I'm going to clear everything out and it would really get extremely targeted. So this is where you find the diversity. All right, now this is amazing. Once again, if you're looking for a niche idea, it's quite simple. You'd simply grab a keyword, copy it, conduct a search over in Google by using quotation marks, click return, and it shows you the number of competing pages. So right now you can see that grilling personalized gifts only has 4,370 competing search terms. And this would be a very easy term to topple. You can see that if you were an affiliate, this is something that you could actually make a rather nice commission off of. So that's sort of one way that you can use the tool. All right. The second way you can use it is if you go back, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that's in broad match. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and close this. And then I would say A through Z. So when you actually start typing in keywords in Google and there's all these phrases and questions that are auto-suggested, that's because it's actually something that's happening in real time, or the search has happened more than once and people have asked it and Google's actually trying to promote to really save you time. If you were to do this, start with the letter A, start with the letter B, and then copy all these results, it would take you hours to go through and conduct searches like this. And so this is what the beauty of this tool does, is by adding this as a suffix and adding the recursive search, which means it's going to apply that rule over and over again and continue to ask additional questions. This is what's going to happen. So when I click A to Z with the keyword grilling tools and I click search, we're talking about thousands of possible permutations are now going to be calculated on the fly and then returned for you to identify niche markets and new keyword ideas and questions. Okay, so we're back. The tool is done drilling using the suffix A to Z on grilling tools, and we have 2,283 keywords, which are absolutely amazing. Every one of these keywords is literally a niche. And so The best way to sift and sort this information, once again, is to go down to the export text area so you can start to look around inside of the plain text. Now, broad match by definition means that any time that any part of the keyword shows up in a search phrase, it's going to show that data in this tool. Now, if you use phrase match, then it will also include traffic for the main phrase as well as other phrases that are related to the main keyword. And if you use exact match, then it's really going to remove all the aggregates involved and really stick closer to the main subject matter. So I prefer to use broad match, but let's go ahead and take a look at some of the phrases we have here. Now what I can do is I can literally copy all, export as text, export as CSV. I can actually look at the Google Keyword Planner. I can actually check some of these domains in the GoDaddy domain checker. But ultimately, every single one of these phrases is a niche. So that's how we use this tool. I want to show you a couple of other things that you can do with it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and close this area now. Now you can use the only keep keywords containing option and add a phrase, or delete keywords containing and add a phrase to either filter that data one way or the other and refine that list before you would go to the export option. Okay, so let's continue to move on. I'm going to show you a couple of other things that are really amazing inside this tool. I touched lightly on the concept of using wildcards, and you can see here, if I go ahead and stop this and I click the Ideas tab, you'll see that they have amazing wildcards. Now, anytime you see the asterisk, that really means blank. So blank step-by-step, blank techniques, blank tutorials, blank that works fast, and it's going to fill in the blanks using any keyword that's ever been entered into that search engine. So this is what is really amazing when you're looking for things that are solutions. You can actually use this list to conduct searches, ways to prevent. You can use high buyer intent keywords like the word reviews, pricing, promo, deals. Anytime you double click these, by the way, they're going to appear in the search term over here. You can see that you can use broad or your competitor's name for a branded search. It's going to show you everything that anyone's ever typed in looking for them. So you can use something that's broad like the word camera. You can use a specific product or model or a target audience. And so you can really do some amazing things to get different types of results here. So wildcards are an amazing way to find things if you really haven't zeroed in on your intent and you just want to find out what's out there. So there's that method. And another thing you can do is if we just go ahead and clear this search out using the Clear All Results tab down here, I can actually start looking at YouTube videos and just find ideas for titles or possible videos I'd like to create. Now we have an SEO plugin. So if I were just to try to find out what kind of intent is based on SEO plugin and it's using A to Z, you can see right here that it's going to just zip through. It sees 286 possible or estimated queries. It's going to go and do that and show me basically what's out there. So to save me a lot of time. All right, 58 total keywords from that one drill for looking for video ideas for titles and things of that nature. And ironically, it is our plugin SEO Ultimate, but you can see that even that has already been found as a result of just typing in SEO plugin. It knows that SEO Ultimate's a plugin, etc. So you can get my point here. It's a really amazing tool. I would encourage you to purchase the tool. It's well worth its weight in gold. So you can actually save yourself hours and hours of trying to do this stuff by hand. So let's move on to some other tools.